everyone, I'm MJ and you're watching MJ's Tech Talk, the place where I talk tech. And today I'm coming at you with another video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the Airpods Pro. Check me out. If this is your first time, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button because I'm coming at you with a whole lot of bangers. I know you're at home, I know you're quarantined, I know you don't have anything else to do, so you might as well watch videos. You might as well figure out what's the nicest gadgets that are out on the market, and maybe you'll even find out some things that will keep you company while you're sitting at home. But without further ado, I know I might be late to this party or whatever, but I had to go ahead and pick up the Airpods Pro. A good old-fashioned unboxing, so to speak. Now, I'm pretty late to this train because I already had the Airpods. I had the Airpods Generation 2. Had to be an operative word. It all started when I lost one. So quick story time. I lost one AirPod and have no idea where it went. So the great feature about Find My will allow you to track your devices. So I tried to track the thing down and it led me to tear up my entire apartment until finding it at the bottom of the washing machine. But fear not, it still worked. It still played music. It didn't sound really great when I tried to talk on the phone using it, but it still worked. And it still served its purpose. So I held on to it. Now I'm back with two AirPods, right? So after that, you know, somehow I lost the second one. So then I'm back to just having the left AirPod that I can't even speak out of, but I can hear music, so I'm cool. Now, I lost the second one. Then, you know, I'm running around, running some errands, left the case at home. Somehow, some way, I dropped the other one. Two AirPods down and one chargeable case to my name. So I was like, this is no better time than ever. Just go ahead and drop the $250. Go ahead and see what it's all about. I just really want to try them out. So here we are, here you have it. I'm gonna unbox the AirPod Pros. If you are like me and you didn't want to pay $250 for the AirPods, like, I can relate. Now, the thing about it is there was no reason for me to go back and buy another pair of the same ones I just lost if they have a new improved version already out for me. So even though it's a little bit more pricey, it's like $100 more expensive than the other pair, I could not resist just getting these. So here we are. Here's the packaging. You know, it's in that true Apple fashion. It's always looking right. Packaging is pretty much just like the old AirPods. The other AirPods is just a little bit slimmer. And it says AirPod Pro wireless charging case. So it's wireless charging capable. It's pretty cool looking. I mean, it's a great design. I really like the packaging already. And if you look, there's like a pull tab. And this is new. And you pull it, and that's how you start to get the wrapper off. So in this thing, after I take away the plastic, it's just a white box, and the outside is embossed with the image of the AirPod Pros. After that, you got designed by Apple in California, pretty straightforward. Same thing we're used to. You got some instructions on how to pair these guys, and I never really use the instructions whenever I get a new piece of tech. I mean, I kind of feel like I was born with tech in my hand, and I pretty much just get it and figure it out. I never really use the instructions anymore, so it's cool. But you know, Bluetooth pairing, no rocket science. And now for this, the actual AirPods themselves. They're pretty wrapped up. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this stuff off. And there you have it. It's wider. I'm gonna actually grab the other AirPods, and you can see I don't have the AirPods, but I still have the case. So basically, if you see, they're pretty much like almost a little bigger than the old case if you turn it this way. But this way it's a lot wider. It still has the ability to charge on the bottom. And as you can see, the old case is pretty beat up. This thing is like a magnet for like gross stuff or whatever. There they are. The AirPods Pro. And of course they have the magnetic capability where you just toss them in and they kind of snatch themselves in place. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, they're pretty sick. And this case is wirelessly chargeable, so that's always cool. There's a pull tab. You can get this out of the way and you'll find a few more sizes for ear cushions. And beyond that, there is a charging cable. And the charging cable is Lightning USB-C. So that's pretty much everything that you have in the box. So I'll separate the junk from the case. I'm pretty sure this one still has the charger in it too. That's the funny thing about when I get new devices. I kind of just keep the same charger, and now I have just like so many chargers just kind of hanging around. But yeah, the AirPods Pro. I'm gonna go ahead and pair it, and as soon as I pick up my phone and unlock it, the AirPods Pro feature to connect just pops up on the screen. And it pretty much just pops up there, which is the cool thing about Apple products. They're so seamlessly connected. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit connect, and the light turns green. And it runs through like media controls, noise controls. You press on either side for noise cancellation and transparency modes. The control center. You also have a device on the control center apparently that you can control it with a slider. It adds to the rest of the volume controls in your control center. Then you can also set up Hey Siri, which I'm definitely gonna do. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, send a message. Hey Siri, how's the weather today? Hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Hey Siri, play some music. So it had me go through and set up Hey Siri all over again, and I can announce messages with Siri. Siri will read out messages without having to unlock your phone. Siri will avoid interrupting you and will listen after reading the message so you can reply without saying Hey Siri. And now you can see that my AirPods Pro are 77% and 66% charged. So they ship pretty charged, and that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do like a real live listening session. Right one, left one. Okay, so I pretty much can't hear anything once I put them in, and I don't even know about the transparency mode stuff. So I'm gonna jack the volume way up because that's how I do. And I'm fortunate that the Babies just dropped the album the other day, so I'm gonna go ahead and play that. Not really sure how to turn on transparency, but the sound quality sounds really good. And they're a lot more bass heavy than I thought. So the noise canceling and everything seems pretty good. The bass is pretty heavy and the bass is good. Actually fits pretty good. As far as the headphone thing goes, I'm not actually even sure how you change them because they seem pretty stuck inside there. They don't really fall off easy. So it looks like you have to like install them or something. Oh, that's pretty cool. So they have like a hard part right here and then you fold it over. So it pretty much just does not come out. It kind of stays put, which is pretty sick. Like, I think you have to like intentionally really try to remove them. So I might kind of let that lie right now. But yeah, so far they're great. They feel pretty comfortable. They feel like they'll stay in place. I like the fact that the ear cushions have like a reinforcement to where, you know, they don't just fall off. They're pretty sturdy. The build quality, I mean, it feels plastic. They don't feel much more sturdy than the previous iteration, but I kind of like their shape. They're kind of different for ergonomics. The case is a lot wider, which I don't really mind. And they feel secure, like they're not just gonna fall out. This has been my unboxing of the AirPod Pros. And if you were thinking about getting these guys, I'll have to listen to them a little bit longer than what I just listened to them to see if I give them a recommendation, like if I vouch for them. Last year I did the AirPods Pro versus Powerbeats Pro, and now they have the truly wireless Powerbeats. So I think I'm gonna check those out. Maybe we'll do a comparison of those. But so far, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love these. And I was super excited to get them. I kind of put it off for a while because I don't like just buying every single thing that Apple puts out. I found myself in the market for some new headphones, so I felt like it was a good time. I know that a lot of YouTubers already did unboxings of these or probably already did videos on these, but this is my 2 cents and I'm glad you checked it out. Yeah, so far, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed with the quality. I've kind of seen them around, but I haven't seen them like everywhere. Like I haven't seen them nearly as much as the Gen 2 and the original AirPods. I think that price jump is quite significant. If for whatever reason you're like me and you lose your AirPods, or unfortunately they get in a fight with the washer and dryer and they lose, I think they're definitely worth picking up and checking out. I'm really surprised that they're so rich in audio quality, because that really wasn't my favorite thing about the original AirPods. Like, I enjoy the AirPods, they're great, they're very handy to have around. I think they're best for talking on the phone. Like, talking on the phone and not having to hold your phone gives you that hands-free experience. Speaker quality, as far as like communication, are excellent. So I'm really glad to see that they stepped up the audio quality along with it. So that's pretty good. I mean, right away with just listening to them for the short time that I listened to them, they definitely are better than previous generations, just off of my first impression. These things seem great. I'm really stoked about having them, and thanks for checking out my video. It feels good to be back in front of the camera. I mean, I took a couple months off because of all the COVID-19 stuff, being sheltered in place, not really knowing like, is the climate really good to make tech content, or is this the type of content that people really need right now while so many people are sheltered in place and so many people are like can't even leave their house? Like, do people want to really watch tech videos? And I kind of came up with that for myself. Like, I definitely do. And if there's like a few people like me that are maybe working from home or have a lot more time at home than they usually have, or, you know, have a lot more free time on their hands these days, then yeah, I think I was searching for an answer, but I surprisingly found it by a notification from my favorite YouTuber, Your Average Consumer. It's really good, and it's comforting for me to have that sense of normality, like to have my favorite content creators continue to make content about the things that I know them for has been like a consistent thing for me to keep watching. So I think that instead of staying away from the camera and staying away from YouTube, I should step my game up and create more content. So thanks so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure you click that subscribe button. And while you're there, click the bell. That way you'll be notified every time I post new content.